Reactive skaters. What we're doing here is changing directions in the frontal plane. So a lot of times when we're doing more plyometric things, we're moving forward and back. This one is the frontal plane, so we're moving side to side. You are going to do 2 really fast hops, and then on the third one, we're going to pause for a little bit, okay? So the floor is lava, except for when you get to the third jump. So it should be 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Your pause will always be on the opposite leg than it was the last time because we're doing it to a count of 3. Some things to keep in mind when you're doing this is I don't want you to look like this. Okay, so this isn't slow-mo, and I don't want it to be like quicksand. I want it to literally be like a spring, so like a spring-loaded pin. That's what you want to think about. It should feel very, very loaded and energetic, so it should be pop, pop, pop. Okay, we want to think about that quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. And on the slow, make sure that you can really kind of own the position. So remember we talked about that earlier in the program, owning positions. Instead of just being in the slow part and just kind of like, whoa, like wobbling all over the place, make sure that you get here and you can actually load that hip. Remember, a great way to load the hip is to hinge into it and even get a little bit more of that kind of hip shift right here where we let this hip come back. This one is coming ever so slightly forward, and we're in that really nice hinge position here. If that feels like too much, don't worry about it. Just make sure when you actually do the slow part that you feel really in control and weighted over that side. You may notice that you have a little bit more trouble when you go to land on your left side, and that's okay. That's really normal. We all usually have one side that's a little bit harder than the other to load, but just make sure if you need to take an extra second on the left side to really be like, okay, it's heavy, I feel it, I'm loading it, and then I'm going to explode off of it. That's what we want to make sure we're getting here, is that difference in the speed at which we're jumping. Quick, quick, then we absorb and explode again for quick, quick, absorb, and then explode again. All right, those are your reactive skaters.